Dawood, the young man who you saw me interview in the early part of this program, arranged for me to meet with a group of young men in a playground right next to a housing project where a lot of gang warfare once took place. Now there's a truce.
That's all. Huh?
Why'd you bring me out here today?
I want you to see the real.
Where are we?
We're in the Jordan Down Projects. We're in Watts. We're in extreme poverty. So this is poverty down here. You know, you got house niggas, you got field niggas. These are field niggas. This is where slaves migrated from the south to. And from here is where gangs all started from, what they proclaim. But from here is where people migrated to Compton, to the house districts. And these are the projects right here, our ghettos. And, you know, the mindset of illiteracy and, I mean, joblessness. I mean, this is it right here. I mean, broken home families, you know, political corruption, false promises. You know, this is it right here.
And then, you mind if I talk to these men?
Oh, man, that's your, yeah, that's
Y'all
your
want to
show.
talk to me?
That's your show.
You talk to me? Yeah. Anybody here got a job?
Nope.
Tried?
Yeah.
What's up? How come?
I quit mine because mine was too far. I ain't had transportation to make it out there.
What were you doing?
I was working as a trash man and doing other kind of job, whatever job they send me on, that's what I got to do. I worked at a gas station a couple of times, trash company a few times, and that was it. Couldn't make it out there.
So what are you doing for money now?
Just struggling. I'm trying to get, I don't know, I'm looking for another job. Keep looking for another job. I'm doing little things with my brother here, plumber, and he'll give me a little odd dollars here and there. But other than that, no real job. You know.
What's that in your hand?
It's a purple rag.
What does that stand for?
Gray Street. Watts Baby Low.
The way in which a lot of us have looked at what happened with the riots, as they call it, is that it was started by gangs. Is that so?
No.
And the gangs were
where it
involved
started?
in it? Huh?
It started in, what's that little, that county called?
Simi Valley.
That's where it started, in Simi Valley, boy. Nah.
Exactly where it started.
It ain't always what it resulted to it as far as what they did to Rodney King, but it's like, it was from you look at the root. You know, you got to look at what caused. You know what I'm saying? It was because of the beating, you know. That's where it started.
You mean beyond Rodney King?
As far as the rioting itself?
Yeah.
Nah.
What was the riot all about then? If the gangs weren't involved
it was the riot was about like, okay, Natasha Hall.
We ain't saying what that
Yeah, ain't nobody saying gangs wasn't
No,
involved.
we didn't start. I'm saying why it kicked off.
No, I'm talking about him.
Who started it? Who threw the first bomb into the first liquor store or something? That's what you talking about? You know, that shouldn't really be too much of an issue, man, with gang members. Not it was black people in general, man. Just fired up because of the circumstances, man.
And it wasn't only gang members.
You know, it wasn't only gang members. It could have been anybody. It could have been a woman. You know what I'm saying? It started with, you know what I'm saying?
What about that Natasha thing?
Yeah.
She was wrong, you know what I'm saying? That Korean lady, Korean grocer, she was wrong. It was right there on tape. You know, they had a little fight, but the little girl was leaving. Bam, she popped her in the back of the head. You know, and she didn't get what she did. 5-year probation and a fine.
That justifies murder.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, right in your eyes, it's almost like, to me, it's almost like, now you see what we actually can do to you. I don't even see why you press the issue. Let it happen and kick back and relax because we own the system.
Do you think it's wrong for the press to focus on the riot and the gang thing? Is it better to look at the causes of the riot?
The news media hyped it up. I don't know. I don't have full.
They didn't tell the story right?
I just don't have full evaluation on it, so I'll keep my mouth quiet about that.
Don't keep your mouth quiet.
Well, I don't have full evaluation on it.
I want to know, though, what you think about the way in which the news media has covered what's been going on out here.
Oh, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? All it boiled down to is a riot. Black people were upset. Keep it in there.
Yeah, I feel that's what it is. I feel just keeping the animosity
let them know.
going on.
Any kind of way they want to kick it up and just resorted to a riot.
I noticed one thing.
Who started it or what?
Everything's supposed to be the gang members. Everything's supposed to be the gang members' fault.
Yeah.
Everything the gang members doing.
Everything.
I mean, but lately, ain't no brothers been killing each other and everything. Crime dropped a lot. What we need all these cops for now? We need more cops because of a gang of individuals. A lot of individuals slowed down the crime rate. What is it? What's really going on? This is the question. It's a big question.
Mainly what you hear on the news now is, the Latinos and stuff, shooting and killing each other. You don't even hear about black people, really no more.
Yeah, that's, you gotta, more or less, looking at what you got accomplished, look at what has been accomplished. They made a big step with the gang thing. Ain't never killed them niggas like I do.
Talk to my man Daoud about that there.
Yeah.
Remember I
love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, hooked it up right here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you're gonna have a lot of false illusions, images out there that's claiming that they made the progress to bring this together. We all know we know where it started, right here in Watts. We started it, we finished it, we started this, and we're gonna finish this movement.
Who was it who was responsible for getting the Bloods and the Crips back together? This one right here?
Go like this one more time.
One man? One man?
Well, he have support. We gonna support him.
We had that support.
We gonna support him.
Man, it's support needed.
You all happy about that truce?
Yeah, we are.
Beautiful, man.
Don't you know this is spreading even in Las Vegas?
You couldn't go.
That's what I love about it.
You can walk.
It's spreading in America now.
Kids can play outside now without, moms or pops them be worrying about them. Me, I was on the bike. I ain't never rode my bike way over there on Imperial. Never. Till the other day, and that felt all right.
But, all right, so you got a truce, and that is good. The blood isn't flowing in the streets like it used to. But is that it? What's next? What do you all think?
You want me to speak? I feel like this here. If we don't start thinking in corporation, we ain't gonna get nowhere.
What you mean? Starting your own business?
Exactly. Our community, we have to communicate with other communities in order to have a combined community. Everybody's working together. We have to communicate with the Nickerses. Yeah. We have to communicate with the PJs. Yeah. That what keeps Watts together. You know what I'm saying? That's unity, So whoever thought of community.
What about the stores in this community? Who's running the stores? Huh?
Ain't too many
left out here.
Who's controlling the economy of this community?
Mostly, I'm gonna tell you.
Outsiders or insiders?
Outsiders. Orientals.
Outsiders. See, man, you put it right on, you put it out good.
You think these outsiders that come here and set up businesses, do you think they respect us?
Because do nothing but respect us.
Do you think they respect black people in this community?
They don't. I know they don't respect us, but they regardless.
Oh yeah,
they do it first. When an immigrant first come over here from their country or whatever, they respect us at first until they're able to get on their feet. Like Koreatown wasn't built over here unless with the dollars. Koreatown was built from the dollars that they built out of our communities. Now you go over there, you don't see no black businesses, no nothing in Koreatown, but you got to see all kind of Korean stores and shops in our community. Right. They just use our community like a big, like a mother nursing a baby, you know what I'm saying? Feeds that baby from a breast until that baby is able to stand on his own 2 feet, And that's how the immigrants see our community. They come, use our community, and make money out of our community, build their own community relations back in their neighborhood, and then they don't put nothing back in our community for the little kids and nothing like that, So when they get to the point where they can do what they want to do and is financially secure, then they start with the harassment and insults and disrespect and all that. And that was a big problem with the Latasha Harlins case and with a few other cases similar to that where brothers was killed in Korean store. One brother was killed in a Korean store before Latasha Harlan because according to the Korean grocer, the men threatened to rob his shop. And that was justification for that man shooting that brother. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is happening all around the country in black communities. The question is, why does the black community patronize these outside businesses if they're acting that way?
Man, most of the Orientals got most of the things sold up, man.
Well, how did that
A lot of these businesses sold up.
If you go in an Italian neighborhood, the stores are run by Italians. If you go in any other community, the people who live there run the businesses. Why is it not happening here?
Well, one reason, I mean, it's not a lack of economics from a black person's point of view. They give Koreans small business loans the minute they get out here. But when it comes to us, we got to fill out papers, we got to have a track record, we got to have this and that. And it's kind of very difficult for us to get things like that. And some of the black owners around here that got stores, I mean, they ain't got the necessities that the people need. They only sell what? Liquor and cigarettes and top ramen. That's what they make their money from. And see, the Korean store, they got the meat, they got the vegetables, they got the fruit, they got everything, the pampers, everything that the black people need. While these undeveloped black stores don't have the things that the black people need, but things like liquor and cigarettes.
And another thing on that is that the way this system is set up, black people spend the most money with every other ethnic group around here. We circulate the most money in this nation, you know what I'm saying? And for us to create an economic base for ourselves and recycle them dollars between us, man, we'd have so much power, man, it's unbelievable. And power is money, man. They don't want to see us with that kind of power, you know what I mean? I mean, just what Dawg was saying, man. They not giving us no loans or nothing like that, man. When a black man try and get a loan, they take you through different channels, and where to as a Korean come in and you know, from another country and come in and get one like that. You know what I'm saying? But I've been living here all my life, and I can't get none. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that brothers ain't trying to do nothing, but it's the system, man. They take you through so many channels, man, that frustrate a brother or another person, you know what I'm saying, from trying to get a loan, and then, you know, you just say the hell with it, man.
But you know, some of the Korean merchants say that they help each other. Man, they don't go to American banks. They have their own credit system, and the Korean merchants that are here chip in and help a new Korean when he comes in to set up a shop.
You know what? If they would cut all the racial bias and everything and give us them same opportunities, we would have our own bank.
That's right.
And we could help our own people. That's what this thing is all about, man. Letting us create our own economic base so we could do. We don't want them to do nothing for us, man, even though they owe us. You know what I'm saying? From my great-great-great-granddaddy who was bonded in slavery, his great-granddaddy was the same way. Everybody, forefathers here was help build this country, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no land. We ain't got no economic base where we can do for ourselves. They don't want to see us with that type of power, man. They do not want to see it, man. That something as small as this truce, man, you wouldn't believe all the negativity that they interjected. And when it first started, man, they was talking about we was getting together to go against the police. Man, we getting together because we tired of seeing babies die. We have to live here together, man. We have to live here together. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't believe all the negative stuff that came out of this positive thing, man. And it's positive because brothers is coming together now. They ain't seeing each other for the color of no rags or from where they live, man. It's a real thing, man. We living in peace and harmony, but everything that didn't happen negative so far has been injected by some outside source, whether it be the police, FBI, or whoever, man. They don't want to see us come together and live in harmony, man. But I got kids, man, and I want them to have a better tomorrow, man. I want them to have to be ducking behind no cars the way I did.
This conversation went on for a good while longer, and in our next edition, you'll see and hear what else these young men had to say. Also, my interviews with experts who've been studying urban pathology, as well as what went on at Jim Brown's house at a meeting of gang members and some of Los Angeles' movers and shakers. All of that next week.